Friends, family, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jagmohan. Friends calls me Jaggi. You can as well. Welcome to my channel, Lipka. Life is beautiful, condition apply. Do you agree? Now, I'm dedicating my first video to 1997 movie titled Life is Beautiful, which later became the funda of my life. I watched the movie in 1999-2000, thinking that it's a comedy movie, but unexpectedly was left teary-eyed. What a beautiful movie was that. So I thought that it would be a good idea to share my learnings from that movie with you guys. It's a story of love, life, sacrifice and imagination. After watching this movie, I thought that life is precious and very beautiful, and we need to cherish every moment of it. Let me share a little bit about this movie first, and then I'll talk about the learnings out of it. Story of a character Guido, played by Roberto, the Italian actor, and is basically, he's a Jewish Italian bookshop owner who uses his vivid imagination to protect his son from the horrors of imprisonment in Nazis' concentration camp. Now, Guido is witty and determined. He meets his heroine, Dora, and develops feelings for her. Now, Guido and Dora is very romantic, light, and comical. Just like any girl's imagination, he arrives on a horse like Prince, take Dora from her engagement. They eventually get married and have a son named Joshua. On Joshua's one of his birthday, the Nazis occupying the northern Italy took Guido, his uncle, and Joshua and thrown them into a train together with numerous other Jewish. To save his son in concentration camp, Guido conceals from his son the reality of the circumstances in the camp. Now, Guido tells his son that camp is just a challenging game in which he must complete the assignments given to him. Right? So, not believing sometimes, Joshua has its doubts. He was hesitant to participate in the game, but Guido always managed to persuade him. Right? He always made him fall for the game and follow the game. Now, Guido continues to build his imagination and his imaginative game to the very end. In the final night, before the day US Army was about to walk in, he orders his son to remain in the box until everyone has departed. And he promised that he will win a tank if successful. Now, this is the last task in the competition. Right? Now, the same night, the Guido also attempts to locate her beloved Dora, but is arrested by a German soldier. Guido is brought away by another soldier as the commander takes a choice to put him to the death. Guido walks by Joshua one last time and he makes his way to the demise. He winks, remain in the character and keep playing the game. Now, this is the most heart-wrenching scene where his final walk towards his termination left Joshua thinking that his father got caught and is no more in the race of winning the tank. Joshua was happy that he's going to win. Joshua exits from the box he was hiding in following morning. Just as US Army force led by the tank arrives and liberated the camp, Joshua is thrilled to have won the game. Unaware that his father has passed away, believes that he has won the tank and the American soldiers let him ride on the tank. The film does a powerful yet an acceptable job of capturing the horrors of Holocaust, like how Jewish were treated, evicted from their homes. Protection is crucial, since children at this young age, I would say, are unable to comprehend the gravity of these problems. Children are also cognitively growing. This environment, the environment that they are raised in, will influence who they become as an adult. Guido succeeded as father. I was impressed by how the director dared to find a humor and tenderness in the midst of Holocaust. Now, this is one of those movies that can have a lasting effect on you. No such piece of art has ever combined such a laughter and tears of sadness in me before. And this is the miracle of this movie. Guys, life is beautiful. Condition applies. This video is all about life, love, sacrifice, and imagination. Now, in life and love, you can't imagine a life without a love. You need to have a love in your life. Now, love doesn't mean we are talking only about a boy and girl love. Love means a love between father and son, a love between husband and wife, a love between brother and sister, a love between of two friends. So this movie depicts the love in various forms, and how this gentleman Guido is able to move around, and meet his friends, create lots of comical scenes where you will end up laughing. And his romantic scenes with Dora is really fascinating. How he impresses her with calling her princess again and again, making her fall in love with him. So you can't take away love from him. And he's always lighthearted, he's always smiling, he's always optimistic, he's always looking forward to meet Dora. And wherever he has to run, he runs away, just to ensure that everything is good, everything is safe. So this teaches us that how important love is, and you have to take care of your love. Now, guys, about sacrifices, every moment in our life we have to sacrifice. No day is the same, and no day is going to stay same. Every day we need to sacrifice ourselves, our needs, our requirements, sacrifice for others, sacrifice for your loved ones. Now, this movie where this family sacrificed a lot to stay together. Dora had a chance not to board the train, but she sacrificed her life. So Dora has every opportunity to live the life, but she sacrificed her life, making a decision to go along with her husband Guido and her son Joshua, and she also boarded the same train, right? So that tells us how important your loved ones are, how important the family is, and you have to always try best to live with your family. Many times in our life we have to go away from our families. Try to make a comeback. Try to come back. Make every single moment, every single second, every single year, every single day you lost, when you were away from your family, come back to them. Very, very important. So guys, what happens is that when our kids are small, they are in adolescent age, they don't understand what is happening around. They are naive. They don't know what is going around. Recently we have gone through a COVID. Most of the little ones, they don't know what is COVID, what is happening around, why we are got locked down, why we are inside the house, what happened to certain memory. We lost lots of families and friends due to COVID, and they don't understand what happened suddenly to them. They were all good and suddenly they fall sick and they die. And COVID is one situation. We go through lots of other situations. Go through lots of situations within the family, outside the world. Now, within the family could be like a situation for a family where you might be going through certain hardships. Outside the world, like Ukraine war is going on. So what happens is that we are surrounded by lots of events. Those events are directly related to us, and sometimes they are global events. So now today's children are tomorrow's youth, and you want to ensure that they are protected, they grow and they do well, and they become a smart citizens in future. But then you have to take care of their mental health. Now this Guido smartly designed a game, smartly created an imaginative game, and protected his kid from the horrors of Holocaust, right? His kid was not worried about dying. His kid was not worrying about what's happening, what other pains are happening around him. This kid was only worried where he has to score more point and stick to the rules of the game. So, how beautifully Guido was able to protect his kids from the outside world. And this is what is required. As a parents, as the elders in a house, we need to ensure that our kids are protected. Kids grows, and you can't feed them before the actual time. So you have to feed them right thoughts. Like when kids are small, what do you feed them? You feed them a mother's milk. You give them feeds. And as they grow, their diet changes. So as physically they are growing, their eating habits are changing, their diets is changing. Similarly, the mental health also needs a diet, a specific diet. They should not get exposed to unnecessary harms and events happening around, and the hurtful events happening around, and which should leave them impacted. You don't want your kid to grow with certain mindset which is not good for their mental health. At the same time, this will help us to build more safer, a beautiful society in future. We have to create a good citizens. We need to ensure that not only the thoughts, but the quality of thoughts can also be taken care of, right? So you have to protect it. You have to protect your little ones, guys. So that imagination is very, very important. You want to have a beautiful life for yourself. More important, you want to have a beautiful life for your kids. So it's very, very important to protect your kids as they grow. They should be fed at the right time, right topic, right time, right? So talk to them. Talk to them when they are ready. Don't talk to them before they are ready, right? Don't share anything which is little early to share, right? So wait. So guys, after watching this movie, just a joke at the end of the day, after watching this movie, I thought the fundamental for my life, from now onwards, what I'm going to follow, that would be the tag of my life, that life is beautiful, right? And I started living with the same tag, that whatever happens, life is beautiful, you need to live to the fullest. And then I got married. Conditions apply. Share, like, subscribe if you like my video, and see you soon in the next video with some new fundas of life. Jai Ho.